You can still make the cars indestructible, provided that inside of the car looks like that.
The miracle was the airbag.
You should have, only way this is going to work out is if you have pre-deployed airbags before you get into the car.
This wonderful new invention seemed ideal. Whether or not the driver wore the seatbelt, the bag would save him. Early tests imagine.
But if you want to make your car indestructible, once again, you got to put something
a new wonder bag
that's going to be able to absorb the impact, meaning that's going to give you a large enough impact
on the front bumper.
So the deployment is crucial.
Imagined it on air.
Airbags need to be deployed within the impact time of the car. This is not going to work. This takes way too long. It's kind of weird. It looks like a Viagra. That thing took forever. So remember, the crumpling is going to increase the impact time. So we end up getting the impact time from our crumple zone. Collision by collision. The side impact collisions are the deadliest. 1/3 of the accidents on the roads are side impact collisions. And these are extremely difficult to prevent. We used to do. So what was the problem with the side impact collision?
$22,000 Toyota Sienna minivan. This test represents the most deadly crash scenario on the road today. A side impact collision.
Crash for crash, this is the most violent, the most likely to cause a fatality.
As the head of the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Ricardo Martinez oversaw all the government's crash testing programs. And as a former emergency room doctor, Martinez has seen firsthand the deaths and injuries caused by side impact crashes in the real world. And he says, while those types of crashes occur less frequently than frontal crashes, side impact crashes are more severe, last year resulting in more than 10,000 deaths.
You're talking about major chest injury, major abdominal injury, and unfortunately major pelvic fractures, all of which mean immobilization, heavy bleeding, loss of breathing, and a very fatally dead.
Last year, we showed you the results of the first ever government...
All right, so what's the problem with the side impact collisions? All right, so the problem with the side impact collisions is the impact time, right? Because you don't have enough of an impact time inside these collisions. Side impact collisions. Where do you get the impact time from? You get the impact time from the crumple zone. All right, so here's the body of the car, and the engine compartment is going to be out front. Here's the trunk, and we have 2 feet of crumple zone. Most cars have roughly about 2 feet of crumple zone. This is your crumple zone. This gives you roughly about 10th of a second. All right, so this is your impact time, 10th of a second. You get it from here, and of course, you get it from the back as well. So those are your crumple zones. From the side, you don't have much of a crumple zone. The cars are not designed to crumple that much from the side, because the engineers know that everyone is seatbelted, and you got no place to go. If you let the car crumple, what happens to the people on the inside? They will get crushed to death. If these people have to go, acceleration is the best way to go. You don't want to get crushed to death. That's a painful way to go. And you don't have much of an impact time from the sides. So your impact time from the sides will be extremely, extremely short. All right, so impact time here is not going to be very good. So this impact time is going to be shorter, 1/10 of a second. All right, so if that's the case, if you don't have a side impact protection, and then what kind of protection I'm talking about? I'm talking about airbags once again. So what is it that you do? Normally, most cars, modern cars, will come with side impact protection today. And there are 2 kinds of side impact protection. And the most obvious is the side impact airbag that's designed to protect your body.
That's what it's like to get a head injury in a car accident without the protection of side curtain airbags. I know it happened to me. Chances are I'll never fully recover. To get side curtain airbags in your next car, ask your dealer or contact the Brain Injury Association of America. And don't let what happened to me happen to you. Thank you.
Side curtain airbags used to be optional, not in modern cars. Ever since 2015, every single car comes with it. Now, if your car is 10, 15, 20 years old, then you don't have that option.
The head airbag. To demonstrate
Most of those cars don't have any side impact protection.
their effectiveness, the Insurance Institute ran 2 tests with the same car, one with head protection and one without. The cars are dragged sideways into a pole. The differences are dramatic.
The forces reported on the head in this impact are at the fatal level. A person sustaining those forces would die. Now we see the same crash but with an airbag that's specifically designed to protect the head. What was a fatal level head injury recorded on the dummy in the first test now is survivable.
You don't have any side impact protection from the side. If you don't have any side impact airbags, then what do you do? Can you actually survive something? The answer to that question is yes. The only thing you have to avoid is direct impact to your body. Now you're seated right here. This is you. And the only thing you need to avoid is literally this. All right? Make sure that you don't take it directly to your body. If you take it directly to your body without any side impact protection, even at 20 to 25 miles per hour, the impact at that speed is large enough to kill. It's really, really dangerous. You're in the middle of an intersection. It's your right to go. You have the right of way. And then you look to your left and you see this old guy coming at you at 25 miles per hour. And you're thinking to yourself, oh, this is very easy to survive. I'm not going to move. Don't even think that. 20 to 25 miles per hour, direct impact to your body can actually kill you. This is what you're trying to avoid. This is what you need to avoid, direct impact to your body. However, if the car takes a hit, it's not a big deal. What's going to happen is the car is going to accelerate this way. It's going to spin with respect to the center. Spin acceleration is going to be survivable. You may have a whiplash, you may have a broken bone, that you can survive. The back side of the car, if that's the one that takes a hit, once again, the car is going to spin with respect to the center of mass. Once again, it's survivable. All right, you may pass out once again, or you may have a broken bone, but the initial impact is not going to kill you. All right. Now, if you see a car coming towards you, and if you don't have any side impact protection, even if you do, don't take a chance. It's not really worth it. What do you have to do? Just get out of the way. Get your body out of the way. All right. So you pull forward. If there's someone sitting in the back without the sideway protection, more than likely this person is going to be dead. All right. Just get your body out of the way. That's what you need to do.
It's a disaster waiting to explode, and then it does. This is a very serious accident. The innocent victim.
All right, so what do you guys think? Is this survivable? Yes or no?
Very serious accident. And then it does. And then it does. And then it does. And then it does.
What do you think? Is this survivable? Oh, of course it is survivable. What makes it survivable?
Because the car hit the crumble zone, right?
Okay, don't worry about the crumple zone. What makes it survivable?
And then it does. And then it does. And then it does. It does. It does.
What makes it survivable, guys?
The impact wasn't exactly on the person. It
was on the person. You just have 10 points for that one. That's exactly right. The car is the one that takes the impact, not the person. The car spins out of the way. And this person, he has no side impact protection. And let's check to see what happens to the person.
The innocent victim survives.
Next thing I see the truck coming.
Hit a whiplash.
Wonder why he's the one that's my turn, basically. And next thing I know, someone's asking me, are these my glasses?
Now on its last leg, the mangled truck piles into a parked 18-wheeler. This trucker, realizing the danger, flees on foot. The cops quickly arrive on the scene and swarm the vehicle. The man's pulled out and arrested.
Suspect in custody. Suspect in custody.
All right, so that collision, that impact was survivable because of the simple reason that the driver did not take the brunt of impact. The car did. All right, so the front end collisions tend to be safer because of the increased impact. Side impact collisions, you don't have much of a crumple zone, so you have to avoid taking a direct hit to yourself under any circumstance. I don't care that you have side impact protection, just try to avoid it as much as possible. Not worth taking a chance on.
Seatbelts, crumple zones, side impact bars, shatterproof glass, and the airbag. 1/3 of Americans still won't buckle up. Airbags must deploy at speeds powerful enough to stop an unbelted adult, over 200 miles an hour. A child sitting on the edge of the seat, as children often do, is in mortal danger. Small children are now forbidden to ride in front seats with airbags. To date, some 90 Americans have been killed by airbags, but several thousand saved. As automakers struggle to build safer cars, one clear trend emerges. Safety is an issue whose time has come.
All right, so let's finish this up. All right, so what's the purpose of having a crumple zone? Having crumple zones in the cars, the purpose is to increase impact. Increased impact time is going to translate into smaller acceleration. You want to increase the impact time as much as possible in order to reduce the acceleration on the occupants inside the car. Question number 13, what would happen to acceleration if the cars were made indestructible? If the cars were made indestructible, the impact time would be infinitely small. generating an infinitely large acceleration. Question number 14, and so I'm going to give you guys some ballpark figures here. What's the typical acceleration during a car crash at 40 miles per hour? It's about 20 Gs. Typical acceleration at 40 miles per hour in a car crash, it's about 20 Gs. Question number 15, what's the typical acceleration experienced by a seatbelt passenger during a car crash at 40 miles per hour? If a person is wearing a seatbelt, the acceleration is going to be the same as the car's. Car's acceleration is 20, roughly, and the person's acceleration is 20. 16, typical acceleration experienced by someone who's not wearing a seatbelt during a car crash at 40 miles per hour. Impact time is 10 times shorter. In the worst case scenario, the acceleration is going to be 10 times larger. So we're looking at something around 200 Gs. So typical acceleration for a person who's not wearing a seatbelt during a crash at 40 miles per hour is roughly about 200 Gs. Question number 17, what's the typical acceleration experienced by a passenger when there's an airbag deployed? If there's a deploying airbag during a car crash, acceleration time is roughly about a second, so that's about 2 Gs. So at 40 miles per hour, if there's a deploying airbag, acceleration is going to be about 2 Gs for 1 single second. Question number 18. Side impact collisions are deadlier than their frontal impact collisions, so the question is why? Why are side impact collisions more deadly than the frontal impact collisions? The side impact collisions tend to be deadlier because you don't have much of a crumple zone, generating a large enough impact time. Shorter impact time translates into larger acceleration. So the side impact collisions are deadlier because of the lack of impact time, lack of decent impact time. Question number 19, how do you avoid deadly side impact collisions? Just get out of the way or try not to hit someone directly. All right, so how do you avoid it? Get out of the way or try not to hit someone directly. All right, guys, take a short little break, and then in 6 minutes, you will have your test online. So online test is going to require the proctoring software, so try to download it and just get it set up. I'm going to give you guys 20 minutes for the test. It's 10 multiple choice questions, no problems.
Is it going to be on just topic 1, or is it going to be topic 1 and 2?
It's going to be only one.
Okay.
I'll give you guys tests per topic. So whatever it is that we actually finished up last time is your test. Today we finished up topic number 2, so your test is going to be topic number 2 tomorrow.